right, Sean Patel here with the trainer of both his son, David Benavidez, and Diego Pacheco, #1 ranked up with the WBO super middleweight fighting Steven Nelson. Jose, man, what do you think about going against not just Steven Nelson but Brian McIntyre, Bomac, Crawford's trainer?
I'm excited, man. It's a blessing. It's great. I want to thank these people for taking that fight with Diego Pacheco. They're great people, great trainers, great fighter. Steven Nelson is a strong fighter, undefeated, and those are the challenges that we want to take with Diego Pacheco. I think he's ready to fight for a world title, and the only way that we can show that is by showing the people what he can do, and like I said, against a legendary corner and a great fighter, that's the only way we're going to prove ourselves.
We know with Diego that height at 6'4", but he's also got the Mexican blood, so sometimes he likes to rumble. But
yeah, no, for sure, we're ready. We're ready to make adjustments, and that's what we've been doing through all the camp, making adjustments. It depends on the fighter how he comes. If he's going to come aggressive, or he's going to try to box, or try to feint and all that. So we've been training for all that, to make those adjustments, and I'm pretty sure that in positive Diego's condition and training, and we've been sparring with Adames, El Caballo Adames, and he's a world champion, and I want to thank him for giving us the opportunity to train with him. He's fighting a tall guy, we're fighting a guy his size, so it worked out pretty well, and I see what I like, and I'm very confident that Diego's going to win this fight.
I know, as a trainer, you come in with a game plan, but you also talked about having to make adjustments on the fly. Can you recall a time that, like in a certain fight, whether it was David or Jose, where you had to kind of do things differently than what you had planned for?
All the time. That's my job. I stay back. I see at that fight. I'm not the guy that likes to talk and give a lot of instructions, because at the end of the day they don't listen to you, and when you see something they don't see that anymore. It's only a split of a second to take advantage of that opportunity. So what I tell them, set them up, and opportunities will come. Take those opportunities. Does it make sense? Sometimes inside they see something different of what I see, so I've been working with them to set them up, and take those opportunities that they need to, And if the opportunity doesn't come, you got to look for it. So my job is to make adjustments. When they come in the corner, tell them 2 or 3 things, that they're going to remember, and make those adjustments of what I think is going to work best for them.
What do you think with Diego taking a page out of the Tommy Hearns, Alexis Arguello, are those guys you even think of when you're trying to mold him into a better fighter?
Well, my thing is, like Diego Pacheco, every day he fights different than David and Junior, than Daniel Blancas, First, I gotta see their abilities, because I'm not gonna send them to do something that is not natural to them, or something that we haven't practiced. So whenever we train, I focus on what they have, what they can do good in order to do it better, and I got really good idea of what everybody does and what I can do with them inside the ring. So those are the things, like I said, I can tell you so many different things right now, but at the end of the day, every fight is different. Every style makes fights. So we had to see in the first round, and through all those rounds, we got to make those adjustments, the right adjustments that I think is going to help us to do that. So right now, whatever I tell you, it's not going to even work. It's not, because I don't know how Steven Nelson is going to feel that day. I don't know how fast he's going to come. In the first round, second round, I'm going to have an idea who's faster, who has better footwork, who has better reflexes, and focus on that, and try to capitalize on that, and keep getting and adding every round.
What's the challenge for you as coach? 2 big fights, back-to-back weekends.
It's not a challenge, to be honest with you, it's not a challenge. I've been here before. I had a lot of fighters on the same card, but at the end of the day, it's not just me. If it was just me, I cannot do it, But I have a great team, I have Poncho, I have Serrano, I have Junior Lopez, I have Omar Salcido, the father, and I have this guy here, Gerardo too. I have a lot of, I have like about 7, 8 guys that we're on the same page with every fighter, So that makes it super easy for me. So me, that's why I'm here doing an interview with you, because they're working, and they know what to do. So, and I trust them 100%, and we're on the same page. So that makes it super easy, man. But if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here.
Bomac has the same thing with his team, right? He's got like 5, 6.
I'm pretty sure he does. I really don't know what he has, but
he does.
Every great trainer has, there's the brain, and there's everything that connects with the brain. So he's a great guy, great trainer. good fighters, and I have nothing but good things to say about him, you know. But at the end of the day, it's an honor, you know, and I'm so excited to go one more time against Womack, you know, and his team. So, and it's all love, you know. At the end of the day, you know, they work super hard, we work super hard, and hopefully we can get more fights, you know, fighting each other.
Nelson, he's an aggressive fighter a lot of the times.
He relies a lot on his power. He's strong. He's a good fighter. He's shown that he's a good fighter. That's why we're not underestimating Steven Nelson. We're working super hard. We're taking him very serious because at the end of the day, he wants the same thing that we want. He wants to beat Diego Pacheco in order to get the big fights. We want to beat him in order to get the big fights. So it's going to be a great fight, man. Main event. It's going to be great. I'm excited. I can't wait. And it's going to be very entertaining for me and for the people.
You know, Diego's already #1 WBO for Canelo's belt and #3 with the WBC. You know, what do you think? Is this the year he fights for a title? Like, how do you maybe go after William Skull?
We're trying to make a mandatory, kind of like an eliminator with what's the name? The other guy, that 168.
William Skull, the
other one.
Christian Mabili.
And Billy. We were trying to send him. You know, we signed the paper
for the WBC.
We signed the paper, you know, and he said that no, he wanted to get another fight and then maybe in the future fight him. But we're ready, man. We're ready. We didn't have to take Steven Nelson. You know, we could take another fight. But at the end of the day, these are the fights that are going to get us up there. Those dangerous fights, you know, to prove to people that we're there. You know, so we're here, you know, proving ourselves and the most important thing at this time, you know, is focusing on Steven Nelson, a great fighter, a very dangerous fighter. And after that, you know, we'll look at our options. But right now, we're locked in for 100% for Steven Nelson.
I know it's probably not super realistic, but like, what would you think if you get a call and hey, Canelo wants to fight Pacheco?
Yeah, that call is never going to get here because at the end of the day, Canelo's trying to find fighters that come to you, fighters that have not been looking that impressive. I think Diego Pacheco has very good straight punches, very good distance, young, he has good legs, he has power. So I don't think that's going to happen, you know. Trust my word with what I'm saying.
You don't think the experience would be too much to overcome for
Diego
if he got the opportunity?
You know, like I said, you know, I don't want to get ahead of my time, you know. But this fight is going to show where Diego's at. You know, and we're gonna see that. That's why I don't want to talk about Canelo. You know, if we get a fight with Canelo right away, that will be a great fight for sure. We'll take it right away. But looking at the other side, you know, they don't want to face a fighter like Diego Pacheco. Also, you know, he's very dangerous. Canelo has everything to lose, nothing to gain. We have everything to win. You know, so I don't think they're going to take that chance. But right now, like I said, we're focused 100%. And Steven Nelson is a tough fight. And we will see, you know, where Diego at with that fight.
Has there been no sparring this camp with David and Diego? Because
before the camp we started, they always spar together. You know, they always help each other. Diego, Blancas, Julio Porras, and Blancas. You know, they're always there. Sparring and helping each other, but right now, and also Junior's in the mix there. But right now, because David's fighting a left-hander, and this guy's fighting a shorter guy, you know, they got their own sparring partners.
Is it kind of easier to navigate Pacheco now that David's in a different weight class? Like you can go to the WBC.
You know, I never thought about it. You know, to be honest with you, you know, my job is to work hard. You know, never take no sides or, you know, nothing like that, you know. I always believed that Diego was coming up, David was a little bit on the front, so at the end of the day we train him the same and we keep working hard, but I knew that David was going to go to 175 and you know, and Diego's at 168. One day he'll go to 175. Our thing is go to cruiserweight, hopefully, you know, and maybe one day fight at heavyweight. That's the plan. So I never thought about that, to be honest with you. I don't. It doesn't even bother me, or I don't even think about it because, you know, it's just not. It's not something that I never thought about it really. But I should, you know. But to be honest, it doesn't bother me. We keep training, getting better, and, you know, why even focus on that at this point?